I think everybody is well aware of this card, but not everybody knows why it's so good. So Mass Change 2 is a quickly spell card that can turn any level 5 or lower dark monster into Masked Hero Dark Law at the cost of discarding 1 card. And the discard is a cost, but sending the monster from the field to the graveyard is not a cost, so it actually does trigger some effects, including the Tearlaments effects. And due to the fact that it is a quickly spell card, you can hold it and use it on your opponent's turn after getting hit by, let's say, Dark Ruler no more, so that this way, the Masked Hero Dark Law that you summon will not be negated. This can snowball to a massive amount of interruption because, first of all, you summon a walking Macrocosmos. Second, you can snipe a card from your opponent's hand and banish it whenever your opponent searches a card or draws a card. Third, you can trigger the Tearlaments monster effects in the graveyard in order to fuse for Dragostapelia or the Kaleido Heart. And finally, you can trigger the Tearlaments field spell in order to pop an extra card on the field. So this is a very minimalistic setup that allows you to do a lot, and you can also use it on your own turn or on your opponent's turn, which is incredible. I suppose the drawback of this card would be the fact that you have to discard a card and you also have to target a dark monster. So if you don't have a dark monster, which is kind of a low chance of happening, you're not going to be able to use the card. And also, if you don't really want to discard a specific card because you're not really going to be triggering its effect, then you could also go neg 1. However, drawing duplicates of this card really doesn't matter too much because you can just use the surplus copies as discards. Another extremely crucial thing about Mass Change 2nd is the fact that you get to do so much on your opponent's turn without really relying on much going on your own turn. So therefore, if you get hit by, let's say, D-Barrier and you control like a Dark Tearlaments monster, you can just literally set Mass Change 2nd and pass turn there and still be able to do so much on your opponent's turn, despite the fact that usually people kind of scoop the D-Barrier. This is massive because when people deck build, all they really think about is just more ways of exploding on their own turn, but they don't really take everything else into consideration, such as, should I play around D-Barrier by having more ways of applying pressure on my opponent's turn? Should I play around Dark Ruler by being able to summon monsters as my opponent is playing, etc.? So overall, yes, I do recommend this card being played in Tearlaments. I think it's actually really good because it gives you more options, a higher ceiling, and could also be potentially played in other decks as well, maybe Burning Abyss or whatever. What do you think about the card though? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.